cracking, everybody? Buenos dias, saludos. I was doing some work in the garage. I got to finish this week because my daughter's coming for vacation. She's going to be here a couple weeks, so I need to really get on the ball with this. I have been, but I just don't feel good. Um, Again, I'm going through some more issues, but we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about dropouts. Yeah, dropout channels and active channels and all that good stuff. People do not understand we're on YouTube. There is no PC channels. There is no active channels. This is YouTube. We're not dropout channel. We're YouTubers. We're all YouTubers. I don't understand. I just think it's funny that somebody referred to another individual as a PC channel or an active channel, where these same individuals will go on channels with people that would never be on the main line in prison. But they want to talk that, right? They want to talk that talk. Look it. If you don't like a channel, there's these three little dots you can press and you'll never see the channel again. You gotta press those little channels. But I'll tell you right now, these people that are on YouTube, that some are not active in prison, what they call active, have the biggest followings. There is no main channel, active channel, let's say active channel, even though these people are apparently active with the big platform. None of them. There is nobody with a huge platform that is what you could consider active. People watch these channels because they want to hear cheeseman. They want to hear gossip. They want to hear shit you won't hear in another channel because they're free to talk like that. But I would never refer to any of them as PC channels. Myself, there are guys that can say that they're active, right? They get on YouTube and speak. These are same individuals. I would never consider them active. I would never consider them. They would never be in a yard with me. They would never be. And if they were, I would keep my distance from that person because they're just a wreck. They're going to get in trouble if they haven't already. I would never claim to be part of a group on YouTube in front of a camera, because what you do there is you're setting yourself up for a RICO act. It's that simple. You're setting yourself up for a RICO act. You're telling on yourself. You're talking about, oh, I'm part of this, we do that. You're telling on yourself. And I would never want to participate with these individuals like that, with those type of individuals. I want nothing to do with them. I'm not saying I'm active. I'm not saying I'm not active. I'm not saying anything. I'm not playing that part. I'm a YouTuber. I'm on YouTube. That's it. I'm not in prison no more. I'm not playing those prison games no more. I'm not involved in that life anymore. I am a regular Joe at this point in my life, right? Now, if I were to sit there and talk about some of the people that I were busted with, my channel will blow up. If I were to sit there and tell you some of the things that's happened while I was busted, my channel would blow up. I'd get subscribers. I'd be making a shitload of money. I'd probably be able to live off YouTube. I don't agree with what a lot of these guys talk about when it comes to prison, the actives or non-actives. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff they talk about. I don't agree that it's cool. Well, I talked about it because somebody ever got convicted of it. It's no big thing. To me, it is. I'm not going to acknowledge somebody's name. I'm not going to say somebody's name and put them on the crosshairs. There's people that all the time ask me, "Hey, were you busted with were you busted with a homeboy from this area?" Yeah, and a lot of times I remember their names. I'm just not gonna say their names. I don't want to put them out there like that. Don't want to put them out there like that for. That's, just because I was busted with somebody from a different area doesn't mean I'm gonna go and put their name out there. I don't even talk about half my own homeboys that I grew up with because I don't want to put them out there like that. That's just me. That's how I feel about things. That's the way I grew up. But I don't agree that there's PC channels. I don't see any PC channels. I see entertainment done by somebody that's not in good standing in prison. Doesn't make them a PC channel. Doesn't make them an active channel because, oh, I can go to prison today and be in good standings. So, proud of you. Good for you. There is the federal FBI, the agents that are dealing with organized crime are sitting here looking at our YouTube channels. They are looking at our YouTube channels and they're writing everything you say down and everything you talk about down. And certain enough, you're so loosened with your mouth that sooner or later you're gonna get caught up. You're gonna be caught up in a RICO act because you want to pretend to be something you're not. There's a group of individuals that claim to be active that I would never have nothing to do with. I don't want nothing to do with them. Uh, and you can ask anybody that's done any time. Will tell you, uh, certain individuals don't consider everybody part of the program. Certain individuals look at people differently, and the numbers are a lot smaller than you think. There are some YouTubers that have never been locked up that would never make it to mainline. They will never make it to mainline because of things they've said, the way they insinuate it, the things they say on camera. If they were to ever get busted, they will never make it on in the mainline. I know that. But yet, you will get people that selected politicking that will go over there and jump on that channel and think it's cool. Now, I'm not telling anybody to get on any channel. I'm not telling anybody, oh, participate with this dude. Don't participate with this dude because it doesn't matter to me. You can talk to whoever you want, do whatever you want. But if you're on YouTube telling people what they should do and what they shouldn't do, and then you're a viewer and you're listening to this individual, that's just so far out there for me. I don't understand it. There is not one person on YouTube that should be sitting there listening to some dude and taking his word of advice, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. Let's be honest. Most people that watch YouTube are not going to go to prison. Most people on YouTube watch YouTube enough where they figure, I know what's right and wrong. And a lot of you guys get misled. A lot of you guys get misled, and you're going to get a rude awakening if you land up getting busted and find out that everything they told you was a lie. You're going to find out that a lot of people go to prison. I'm going to tell you something. This is from my experience. And I won't get in trouble for something like this. But most guys that I've been busted with will come out and tell people that they were running the yard. I was somebody in there. I was doing this. I was doing that. And you run across them and they're like, yeah, you remember I was doing this? I was doing that. Like, they want you to co-sign that stuff. I've very rarely ran across anybody that said I was programming. I'll do what I got to do. I wasn't out there fucking around. I was doing what I got to do. Shit. I'm not trying to get in trouble, but if, cracked it, cracked. But most people will say they were in some sort of leadership position. Almost everybody coming out of prison that I ever met are like that. They got a saying in prison called dead time. And that's what it is. Time is dead in there. Majority of the time, there is no guerra. There is nothing cracking. Majority of the time, yes, there's things behind the scenes that you don't know about, and you got no business knowing about, and you shouldn't know about it. But for the most part, it constantly being war in prison. No, it's not. It's not like that. That's why you get YouTubers that talk about war stories, and they talk about the same war stories. They regurgitate it. They just switch it up a little and talk about a different factor of that same war story, because it's not constantly like that. There is more violence in LA County Jail than there ever was in state prison where I was at. And I went to multiple places. I went to some bad places. You gotta lie, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to downplay prison by any means. But let's be honest. People blow it up to be a lot worse than it is. And it is bad. It's already bad. You don't need to blow it up anymore. In all honesty. But so these people that get out here and make it seem like it's something, some kind of accomplishment to go to prison and jail, and well, I did this and I did this many years and I did that. And I'll tell you the majority of it, from the individuals that I know that are on YouTube, majority of it are lies. Not all of them, but the majority of the ones that are on YouTube talking all that high power shit never participated. But they're going to get caught up in a RICO Act talking about this and that, and not realizing and getting people in trouble. And a lot of times cops just need a little snippet of information to catch somebody up, and sometimes they get it on YouTube. Now, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to conduct themselves. I am telling you that there is no PC channels. And if you don't like the content, don't watch them. People are always talking about, well, you're not supposed to acknowledge a PC. Okay, well, then why are you acknowledging them? Why are you talking about them openly? I don't understand the selective politicking. People are active or non-active on YouTube. Some people are active, some are not. Some got good intentions, some don't. Some are all about the money. Some are about just making a positive change in people's lives. And then you got people that are side busting, that want a little clout and act like there's something that they're not, and want to speak about people. And like I said, if you don't like the channel, don't watch it. That's what I chose to do. I chose to not watch a lot of channels. There's a lot of channels I don't watch because of one thing or another. And I'm a very selective person on who I'm going to watch, because I just don't agree with things. I can see the holes in the things when people talk about things, and it's like I lose interest real easy. So if somebody's going to talk about some bullshit, I'm going to see through it, and I'm just not going to watch no more. Now, if somebody's being honest and really gives a fuck about these kids and things, then I'm gonna support them. But I'm not. You can't fake the funk with me. Just put it that way. You're not gonna be able to fake the funk with me, because I've been in some real places and I've seen some real things, and I just don't want no part of it. I don't want nothing from prison anymore. I don't want to live that life. I don't want to remember that life. I don't want to participate in that life, and I'm not going to follow the rules of that life anymore. I'm going to live what I have to do in my life. I have to get up, pay my bills, pay my car note. I have to go to school. I got to spend time with my grandkids and my wife. And I got responsibilities. I can't worry about what somebody's doing in prison or what they're thinking. Have a blessed one, everybody. Bye-bye.